Well, over the last year or so since I've been running video games and consoles from the loft, I've reviewed a total of 3 different light guns for 3 different systems, which included Sega Saturn's Virtual Cop 2 and light gun package, which featured in Season 2 Part 1, and in Season 4 Nintendo's Super Scope 6 and Sega's Menacer gun both made an appearance in a versus match. But light guns in general have actually been around for years, and in actual fact we're getting close to about 35 years in total, as they first started out on basic family home computers back in the late 70s, and have ever since made an appearance on nearly every video games console to date. And the light guns have come in many different shapes and sizes, and over time they have also become more accurate and more advanced. But the main purpose of them is to use with great shooting games, and there have been many classics over the years like Operation Wolf, House of the Dead, Duck Hunt and Virtual Cop, and that's just the tip of the iceberg, as there are hundreds of great titles out there to play, and many of these great classic shooting games have come from the arcades and have been ported to the console market due to their popularity. And back in 1997, PlayStation were lucky enough to land the first part of the awesome Time Crisis series. Yes, it's Sunday, it's part 3, and this is Video Games and Consoles from the loft. Well, hey everyone, and welcome back to the third instalment of Season 5. And today, yes, I wanted to head back to the 90s, and more specifically head back to the 5th generation of consoles and to the Sony PlayStation, as in 1997 Namco released yet another one of their arcade classic games onto another console. And yes, as you've already seen, we're going to be taking a look at Time Crisis, complete with the gun bundled in. So without any further delay, let's get the background info. Well, yes, back in 1995-1996, Time Crisis was released into the arcades, and it follows closely to the design of Virtual Cop and the House of the Dead series, with its three-dimensional design and rail shooter approach. And to stand out from most other rail shooters and similar types of games, Time Crisis added the ability to duck and hide behind obstacles to allow you to protect yourself from enemy onslaught, and of course allow you to reload. And to be able to do so, Namco's arcade came complete with a foot pedal, and when pushed allowed you to carry out these manoeuvres. And this arcade was actually the first to introduce this new and innovative way to interact with light gun games. And due to the success of the combination of the game and innovative ideas, it made it an instant hit. And 2 years later, PlayStation released Time Crisis to us gamers, and the game came bundled with Namco's light gun, and although there's no pedal included, an extra button was added to the light gun to allow that classic ducking movement. And with the gun included, it allowed us gamers to also bring that classic arcade game into our own homes. And what a combination it was, and some say it was even better than the arcade. And Time Crisis has become a huge arcade series over the years, and has grown in development and introduced some new features into the arcades, including dual screens for 2-player action. But that story's for another day, as for now we're going to take a closer look. Well, the packaging for this Time Crisis set really stands out, as it's very bright and vibrant, and it certainly looks very gripping. On the back there are several in-game shots and a brief outline into the story of the game. Inside the box, all items are presented very nicely, and you simply receive the game, the light gun with necessary cables, and finally Namco's AV multi-out lead. The box for Time Crisis is a reflection of what you'll see on the front cover to the set, and on the back there are more in-game shots. Inside there are leaflets regarding Namco games and the manual itself, which is extremely informative and will help you understand each menu and option to setting up process, and of course inside the box you'll receive the disc as well. The Namco AV multi-out lead allows you to connect your light gun to the multi-out rather than your TV, as it comes with a video out cable and it can be easily connected to your PlayStation. And of course the main feature of this set is the G-CON45 gun itself, which is extremely light and very well modelled and designed to look like the arcade one. The gun comes with controller connections and the video out lead to connect to the multi-out, and the gun has a really light trigger which is quick and easy to use during gameplay. On the left of the light gun you have an A button for taking cover and reloading, and on the other side you have the B button, which is used for pausing and starting the game. And that's pretty much it, as it's just a case of adding the multi-out and attaching your AV cables and the light gun to the controller ports, inserting the game, powering on, and you're ready for some Time Crisis action. Well, like most rail shooters and other gun games on consoles, collaborating your gun with a TV screen is key to success, and once you're happy you can exit. The story behind Time Crisis is that you are Richard Miller, a special agent who is sent out to rescue and save the President's daughter, Rachel McPherson, from the clutches of Shiruru Garu, who is trying to get hold of top secret military files. At the main menu you have three main options: arcade, special and options. In options you can load and save files, change the button configuration, set the collaboration of the gun up and position the screen. The special mode of the game is an extra feature to the PlayStation version, and it sends you hurtling into a new order for Richard to take on, and your challenge is to infiltrate the Kantaris Arms Ring, which is a large building disguised as a hotel, but in reality it's an arms factory. The special mode really is a lot of fun and something extra to do once you've taken on the arcade mode. And speaking of the arcade mode, as we're going to head there right now, and you can choose to play the story mode or the time attack mode. And in story mode there are three main stages to complete, and each stage consists of 4 areas. The first 3 areas will have you ducking and hiding behind pillars and walls as you face an onslaught of enemy fire, but with the help of the G-CON45 gun you'll have lots of fun, as this game is extremely challenging and it will test your aim and accuracy to the limit, and it will make you feel a part of the game. And if you make it past the first 3 areas of the stage, you'll come across various bosses who will stop at nothing to let you pass and rescue the President's daughter. Time Crisis is an absolute classic and a must-have for any rail shooter enthusiast. Well, Time Crisis on the PlayStation combined with the classic G-Con gun is absolutely fantastic, and is everything the arcade version was and more, as the PlayStation version offers a variety of menus and different selections to keep you playing and interested. And with the help of the G-Con gun bundled in with this set, it really gives you a great sense of action and makes you really feel like you're a part of the game. And the action is fast and furious and really exciting, as there are plenty of explosions and plenty of enemies to hunt down and take out. And to coincide with all this, there is quite an exciting and rewarding storyline as well. And although there is no foot pedal bundled in like the arcade version, the extra and additional button on the side of the light gun is still really easy and quicker, I find, to release myself into those epic fighting scenes. And with all this in mind, I would say that Time Crisis is a must-have on the PlayStation. And if you're worried that your G-Con gun will be useless after playing Time Crisis, well, it can be noted that the G-Con gun is compatible with many Sony PlayStation games. So if you fancy picking yourself up this ultimate set, which was released in 1997, then you're probably looking at prices from around £20 to £30 or $20 to $30 in America. Although you could just buy the game and possibly find yourself another light gun, which may work out even cheaper. And don't forget that the Time Crisis series has continued over the years and has been released on every Sony PlayStation today, and there are other light gun and game sets available for you to own, ranging from £10 to £40 and $10 to $50 in America. And I wish you happy hunting and good luck. Well, I really can't believe that part 3 is almost over, and this season is really flying by already. So to make it last, I'm going to be releasing part 4 on the 19th of September, and over the next week or so I'm going to be releasing my first new video game review, which I'm really looking forward to releasing. So I hope you'll stay tuned for that in the meantime. But for now, take care, have a great week, and I'll see you soon.
Action!